So, so I wasn't going to say anything earlier, but we're working on this project, and it's her project. It's her baby. Um, she, I know my kitchen's a mess. So disregard.
Not funny. Remember, I don't have a kitchen right now, so there's going to be little to no judgment whatsoever about anybody else's kitchen.
There's one thing when you're remodeling, forceful remodel, you know, and another thing is just when, your family is a slob. So yeah, it's a, it's a big difference, brother.
That's hilarious.
All right, no, listen. Let me come back here. Actually, I don't want to even want to talk about that inside the house because she'll probably yell at me. Just, but anyway, it's a project that me and her are been working on. It's actually pretty cool. I'll let you know about it in a minute. Just nice. And at the same time, like her best friend, one of her best, Dolly doesn't have a lot of friends. She doesn't have any friends actually. She's got sisters, like down the heart. These girls are, and there's like three or four, you know, and they're all from different levels, different parts of Dolly's life. She seems to be a magnet for really cool people.
Mm.
And well, this is the one that we went to go see her a long time ago in LA. She had a house and she made jewelry. She was the crazy friend, you know. This was this was the college chick that would just go out there and get fucking plastered, go back into class, shit drunk, you know. This was her friend, you know.
Mm.
Dolly was always taking care of her, and she even has a story that she's driving the car and her friend is making out with some dude in the back of the car, and then next thing they're banging in the back of the car, and Dolly's driving. And Dolly's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
She's so serious.
Dolly's driving, and she's like, "Are you fucking serious?" Anyway, it was that friend. I mean, that's a very close relationship. So, fast forward now, everybody's adults, and this woman actually did extremely well for herself, extremely well. And hold on, and she fucking one day she said fuck it and moved to Mexico.
Okay.
So she moved to Mexico, went to Guadalajara, and then from Guadalajara, then she went to Puerto Vallarta. She fell in love in Puerto Vallarta. She actually built a house in Guadalajara that her husband lives in right now. She got divorced or separated. I don't know what but it doesn't matter. Um, that's not the part. And then she went to Puerto Vallarta, fell in love with Puerto Vallarta, and that's where she bought a little house, which $80,000 turned into like $1.2 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she paid 80 grand for this little place, and right now, after her renovations and everything, is worth 1.2. So, like I said, this woman knows what she's talking about. She's very, she's not a slob. You know what I mean? She's an entrepreneur. She knows the game. been a hustler her whole life. You know what I mean? That's ideal. And then she's like, Nestor, I'm talking to Dolly. She's telling me that you guys are finally doing this thing. And she goes, I need some details. I'm like, Mamita, what do you want me to tell you? She goes, can you come tomorrow? And I'm like, no, I can't come tomorrow. I can't go tomorrow. Are you crazy? She goes, listen, what's keeping you? So I told her, I pretty much opened up to her everything. And this woman 100% gave me like, she's like, you come here, you don't have to pay for rent. I don't care how long it takes. You're staying here, I'm helping you and blah, blah, blah. And just a whole bunch of things, dude, and this falls in line to what Dolly's playing. Dolly's, you know what I mean? So it's like Dolly's vision, Dolly's little idea could work.
Okay.
Could work. It's a difference. I don't know, dude. I mean, because this too shall pass, right? So time's gonna also pass. Time's gonna also go through. Usually, I'm always the type of guy to fucking just jump on things. I'm usually the fucking guy who just jumps into certain, like fuck it, I'll figure it out. Right?
Yeah.
First time ever where I have two very good projects. They're both one of them is extremely lucrative. Extreme. It's just retarded. Start. But the other one, if I play my cards right, holy shit, dude. You know? But the other one, one's all me, dude. It's all spiritual. It's got the other one. How can I say this, dude? One of them satisfies my fucking earth being, like my 3D self, my ego, while the other one satisfies my spirit. And it's extremely, I need to, I don't know, because I'm designing my perfect life, my perfect day. I'm I want to wake up whenever I want to. I want to make love to my wife whenever I want to. I want to fucking eat whenever I want to. I want to be able to enjoy my life to its fullest. And that's really, depend. I want to work when I want to. You know what I mean? It's just, it's and it's possible. I want to get better. I want to be able to study myself more. I want to teach myself a couple, two, three things more. I don't want to live in the possibility of tomorrow when I can just hold on to today.
Mm.
We've been living in a rat. Dude, you asked.
I mean, yeah, I asked. Of course I asked.
Sorry. What's that?
Nothing. I said, yeah, I asked. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know why you apologize for that. No, you're still in your head. So, there's a lot big decisions being made.
I am still in the head and I'm going to be here for a minute. I don't know. This is, like I said, the first time that, oh, right there. Either way, either way, I'm very much aware that I have responsibilities, certain responsibilities, right? For example, I have 3 cats. I have 2 dogs. These are my children. It is what it is. You know, I have a daughter that is still of school age and she has to go with me everywhere I go. Even though she is an adult, daddy's still feeding her. You can, yeah, she's not ready. I can't imagine these. I can't imagine these girls nowadays in college. I don't know. No, you're homeschooled. Shut up.
Oh, that's funny.
No, dude. No. That's funny, dude. Um, what else? All right.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I turned on my headlamp from what I use when I'm loading at night, and yeah, it's a lot brighter.
Hmm. That looks good though. What are you doing?
Good.
Going back to the gym or
I am sitting in front of a semi truck. Well, yeah, the dump truck and the trailer right now.
you're working?
So yeah, no, I needed to be here at 6. So I worked late last night again. I had some stuff unfold later in the day. So pretty much everything that I went and picked up from one of the job sites, we had bid a job and we completed our portion of the job. The part of it that they didn't accept from us, they hired somebody else to do for like $100,000 cheaper, and they can't do the job. So they reached out to us and asked us to build them out, and it has to start today. So these guys are going to start working at sunrise. So the equipment needs to be there at sunrise.
Ah.
So I came out here last night when I left the office and loaded the stuff on the trailer. I was going to take it last night, but where our staging area is, it's about a mile from where the equipment actually needs to be. And it'd probably take them an hour to get it from one location to another, and it's an hour. So I have to trailer it there this morning and then go on the other side of the state or the other side of town, get some other stuff. And then like one of the supervisors has to go out to Cape Coral where I dropped off a loader, and he has to drive that bitch on the fucking road for like, I don't know, 15, 20 miles to get it back to
Oh.
this job site because it'll take too long for me to go get the other truck. So it just yeah. So what is it? I think today is Wednesday or Thursday? Is it Thursday? It's Thursday now. And I'm
Thursday
already at
already?
yeah, and I'm already at freaking what 34 hours um of my work week before I left my house this morning. So and then yeah, but I didn't get to go to the gym, which is kind of a bummer. They're like, well, what time do you get out of the gym? I was like, I get out of the gym at 4:45, but I mean, what I do before work is none of your fucking business. I'm not supposed to be at work at 7. I was like, well, it needs to be their first thing. I was like, well, first thing is, after my day starts. So I don't know what you guys want. So I've been, uh, I do what's required is what my mentality always has been. But when I have all the shit that I have going on, it's annoying when, you know, the stuff that I got going on has to go on hold to accommodate the fuckery, especially when they still haven't taken care of the monetary side of it, and they're dragging their feet on it. So I'm not really very motivated to fulfill what I normally do, because I look at how I perform and how others perform, and of course I have a quite higher value to organizations when I work there. And so I'm entertaining the other job offers that I got recently, but I don't think it's enough for me to jump ship at this point. So I just gotta let it play out and be patient to an extent. So I just keep on working on my own shit, because I mean, at the end of the day, well, like no matter where I go, it's still going to be the interest of the company and not mine that's going to be in the forefront, and that's why I have to keep on doing the things that I do in the background to be able to escape. So, but yeah, I was surprised my wife was like all chatty at I think was it 3:30, 3:40 this morning. I'm like getting dressed and she's like awake talking to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you don't talk to me in the morning. Like, you're but I think she's feeling it too. Like, I missed the dinner for her mom's birthday last night because I was out here moving equipment because it had to get done. So, well, but I think she's starting to feel it as well, because I haven't been around at all this week, and then I fucked myself yesterday because I stayed up till, or no, the day before, because I stayed up till 11.
I mean, you were dead, yeah.
And yeah, I had a freaking headache all day yesterday, and it was just I was whooped. Like, I was writing an email. It's funny. I stayed up writing, and then like I couldn't even think to compose an email. Yesterday it was just cognitive abilities were so low for an extended period of time. But I did write another chapter while I was waiting for my truck to get done yesterday. So
It's funny because I started playing with it's like almost like I realized that ChatGPT works as an assistant too.
write assistant. I think that's the best function of it.
It is.
At least
And I
people copy
started,
and paste. Everybody else is going to use it for what it should be used for.
it's amazing, dude. I just started typing, writing, and I said, do me a favor, separate this and this and this. And it's so, and I just started writing. Yesterday, I sat down, I didn't do shit all day, you know. Um, Nelson ended up getting his apartment and told me yesterday.
Okay.
Um, I was looking at different, like today, I have to work today. There's no if and buts about it. It's starting to come up. I'm starting to feel it, you know? So it's like, oh shit, next week's going to be rough if I don't get to work. But, I spent all day on the computer playing with, like with ChatGPT, and I did a lot of things that I didn't. I was like, ooh, did I just start something? Yep. Can I finish it? Yeah. I said, yeah. Started asking it a whole bunch of questions, and I'm like, I can add this to mine. Yeah, you can. Oh, yeah. It was one of those wake up moments for myself, with that whole ChatGPT thing. I was like, I've used it for a lot of things, but I never really used it for what I used it yesterday. And I was like, huh, okay.
Yeah, I found that because when I was doing my blogs, I would copy my blog and I would paste it and have it rewrite it. and then it would give me some better phrases in certain places. But ultimately, I found that if I use it for the outline at the beginning, then it would give me a better structure going through, and it would spark things for me to actually, it's like, you know what, and then I can relate it to my life and use it to write my stories about certain situations that I've been through. So,
Yep.
like, it helps me think, which is funny. Using a computer to help me, like, to spark. It's like reading a book almost. Like, you know, you read books and you have ideas and things that come out. But
Let me
now
ask
it's
you a
like
question.
it's just based on that. What's up?
Dude, do you think that with this whole, excuse me, with this whole AI and the whole generation of, you know, of AI articles, aren't they just trying to clone us virtually type, like learn as much about each person individually, have that fucking computer mimic that person, get to know them so fucking deep? Because if you just do, you know what I mean? You're just doing in there because they could become, and on top of that, we're all posting our stuff and our videos and our pictures are all sharing these moments up into these clouds. Fucking clouds. There's nothing in the clouds. It's some server somewhere where a super mega computer can ultimately go, oh, here's Nestor's world right here.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a big issue. I think it's a bigger issue than people actually understand. Like when I first heard about AI, the only thing I thought about was iRobot.
Terminator for me.
Yeah. Well, just simply because like Terminator was like that's when the machines go to war with us. But iRobot, you know, we got things that are trying to fill that shouldn't be trying to fill. So it's like I just want to feel alive. I'm like, yeah, keep on fucking around. Um, that's kind of where we're at with that. But it's still a tool that's going to be there, and if I don't use it, somebody else is. So I'm going to try and capitalize on it while I can. So you see how quickly that flashlight died because I haven't charged it in 2 months because I'm not supposed to be in a fucking truck. So
Oh god. And wait, and are you on salary right now?
no, no, I'm
Good,
still
good.
getting overtime. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't really make much of a difference. My wife was like, "You make more on overtime this week than you would on salary." I was like, "I have to work 65 hours to hit what I would make on salary." So in the long run, I make more money on salary at the current wage,
Yeah.
and I'm a fucking high paid truck driver to begin with. So that's like it's cheaper for them to have me on staff in the office
Yep.
and hire somebody else to do what I do because I think I make about what is it, $19 an hour more than what a normal truck driver would make.
Yeah, I hear you.
So
This is no bueno. Why are mosquitoes, dude? Dude, did you see my picture, dude?
yeah, I was like this dude, you know, why mosquitoes? Because there's a hole in your fucking eye, motherfucker.
I got a hole in my eye, dude. I gotta fix that shit, man.
Because
Oh, I
I
know.
couldn't see the hole when you sent me the picture. So then you took the video and I see the big ass hole and I was like, dude, did you fall through the top of your lanai?
No,
If the
I
hole
didn't
was already
fall.
there.
No, 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 no. Do you know what? Do you know what made the holes? The ducks.
Really?
Yes, as they were growing up, these little motherfuckers. They had a party up there, and they would either sleep and shit up there, and then they had a party, and then they wrestled down and they fell through, and then they're like, oh, and then they came here and had a fucking party. They all flew down. I had like 15 duck. No, it's like more like 10. Still though, they're going I have videos, dude. They're submerging underneath the fucking water and they're swimming and they're dancing. It's hilarious. They had so much fun in the pool. Uh, I couldn't get mad.
He's like, I created this problem.
Yeah, I
This is
couldn't get
their home.
it is. I just I can't. So I told these, I told and the problem is that this thing got rescreened like I don't know 4 months ago, 5 months
Oh
ago.
shit.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck, dude, and and I know it's expensive. I know it is.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, hey man, let me get materials and I'll do it. He's like, all right, Ness, here you go. Man, I did it as safe as I could. Like
Yeah. No. You didn't do it as safe as you could. I,
I did
I was
it.
looking. I was looking at what you were crawling on. That shit was not safe.
Oh, you know what I mean? I without bringing more materials or a fucking scaffold or something. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, those guys don't use scaffold. From what I've seen, they're just they're nutcases.
Animals.
Yeah.
I saw a video. There was a dude. He just walked right up the fucking thing, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. No. So they're nutcases.
Something called vertigo, motherfucker.
That's common sense and fear. Um, is what that is. But no, fucking like I had a guy that was one of my agents that freaking did pull cages, and like he was a little skinny, scrappy, freaking like he was fucking fearless, and I understood why because like he does things that are quite stupid, honestly, in my opinion. Like, send that motherfucker an ocean video and see what they say about that.
See me on you should see me on the tail of an airplane on the
Yeah,
ramp while
yeah,
it's
you do
windy.
stupid shit too. There's
But
a
I understand.
like there's a the lady that works in the office. When I was working nights, they had me come in on the day because they needed somebody to move the material for all the dump trucks that were coming in. And she has a picture of the loader with the back counterweight on the ground and the bucket up on top of the pile. And she took the picture and sent it to her son. She's like, "Is this okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's the only way it works." And it's like sketchy as shit because it looks like it's gonna roll over backwards. So people do stupid shit in every freaking job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. Think
In
about
their
it.
comfort zone. So, but yeah,
It's all fucking human factors.
no.
When you get complacent, it's all human factors, dude.
The first time they had me move concrete with one of the excavators, uh, he called me. He was like, "Make sure you don't tip that thing over." And I was just like, he's clearly watching me on the camera because there's trail cams down there. And he like called me after I had been after it for a while. He was like, "Yeah, make sure you don't tip it over." And like right when he said that, I picked up a scoop so big that it tipped the machine over, and I had to put the bucket down and push the machine back over. Um, and it's like ignorance is bliss because I didn't know that was possible. I mean, that machine's
Wow.
that's a 98,000 pound machine. I think it's 98 or 97,000 pounds, and
And you were scooping it, and it was so heavy, she fucking tipped up.
yeah,
That's some scary shit.
because that's well, yeah. Think of the arm,
Yeah.
for the way you get from the base, the fulcrum effect takes in, and then yeah, it's just a pivot point.
Oh no, I completely understand. I
Yeah, no,
completely understand.
so yeah, they were watching while I was in there. He's like, "Yeah, make sure you don't tip that motherfucker over." I'm like, "Sure as shit." It's like, "Oh, well, I'll go ahead and press that thought."
Isn't it funny? Because I know I've learned to drive a lot of those things, those
Mhm. They're fun.
those machines like the cranes, the fucking bobcats and fucking forklifts. I learned to drive all that shit like because we have to.
Right.
There's no classes, dude.
Yeah.
It's all trial by error. Especially I remember the first time, dude. They gave me it's a hydraulic fucking boom forklift.
Oh, like a telehandler.
The telescoping one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the telehandlers.
because I was taking off the rudder off of a Gulfstream, and the regular forklift that they gave us was not working here. I mean, it's just
Mm.
straight up and down. I needed more access. You know what I mean? I needed more
Yeah.
access. Now, it's possible with a forklift. Don't get me wrong. It's possible with a regular fucking gas powered forklift. It is possible. Possible. I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was easy. I said possible.
AKA
Okay.
sketchy.
No, no, no. That's not sketchy either.
Uh,
I have a video recording. I did a job for one company one time, and I actually, and I brought in a lot of guys too on this job, dude. We brought in. I had about 8 guys, dude. So that's 8 hotel meetings. That's hotel rooms. That's 8 meals. That's 8 fucking. You know what I mean? That's eight
mm,
people feeding them every day and hours, and you know what I mean. That was It was a project. 2 weeks in, these cocksuckers fire us. And I come to find out why. Because we refused to do unsafe acts, unsafe
mm.
things around their airplane. And I had to remove the rudder. And I said, I need this. This is what I need to remove the rudder because I've done this before. And it's not something you do all the time. I've removed the rudder on a G4 maybe 3, 4 times. It's not
Mm.
something all the time, but it's something that you remember. Hey, be careful with this or certain key things. Definitely. That's why I know with a regular forklift, it is possible. Yes, it is
No.
possible. Um, you need 2 man lifts and a forklift, and it is possible. So we told them that we were not removing it. They gave us an electric forklift, not even a regular gas powered one, the big old heavy one. It
Like the
was,
little shorty, the little box.
dude, it was stupid, right? It was like a tricycle. It had like a pivoting wheel,
Yeah.
and I'm looking
Yeah.
at a rudder, dude. This bitch fucking weighs at least a fucking half a ton. I'm looking at fucking good old 800 pound of fucking rudder. No, it's not that heavy. Maybe maybe 500. Still, I don't think this fucking forklift weighs 1,000 pounds, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, the fuck, dude. And on top of that, I'm putting weight. And I gotta do. I said, there's no way, no way. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Just not doing it. And then they started doing it with their when we turned that stopped. They said, I need this now. And we stopped and we were just waiting. I said, you guys are killing time. We've been waiting for 2 days. I need the equipment. And they got pissed off and they told their own crew, their own people to go out there and go do it with the equipment that they had. So I just sat there, told my guys, sit, and took pictures and videos of watch them bang the fuck out of this rudder and pull all those pins out, all crumpled up, banged up. And they ended up fucking up something called a torque tube. So it's the bottom where the rudder sits on. It sits right on the, and this thing down here gets a fucking pin across, of course. And it's the pivotal point for the bottom of the rudder. Okay.
Okay.
It is it gets damaged, and you need a new one. And these things are not cheap, and they can be made, they can be fucking fabricated, doesn't matter, just go get it. Go fix it. But whatever it is, it's gonna cost you 30, 40 grand. Don't fuck it up. Yeah. So they fucked up that. They fucked up. I don't know. They fucked up a lot of shit. And of course, my happy ass when I told them no, 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 and they automatically. So I started making videos to show I never did that.
No.
But I took, and then I took it upon myself to hold on to these and say, hey, and then they came over next day, sat down, and we didn't appreciate our guys are struggling. You're just sitting there. I said, I told you from the beginning, I'm not doing this. There's no way I'm going to put my guys into fucking danger. I said, do you put your own people in danger? I said, you want to see? I got the proof. I'm not doing it, dude.
No.
You ruined your own airplane.
Not even that. Like, there's a freaking whole government entity that is opposed to what they just did. And them putting their whole crew at risk to save a buck is like a fucking huge violation of OSHA on a level where they could fucking be fined to fucking death.
There is nothing more that I would want to see and this entity close down.
There are some motherfuckers, but they're there for a reason.
But I think they still owe us. It was like, dude, when they fired us, they owed us like $80,000, $90,000. Of the work performed. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
So, I mean, geez. I mean, we're responsible to pay. Like I told you, it was like 9 people, fucking hotel rooms and travel, fucking food,
wages. Like that's that's a big deal. I saw a commercial the other day, and then it was for some law firm. It was probably fair because they're always on TV. But he was talking about payday is the most important day to most people, and he's like, when your employer's messing with that, and he's like, your whole life kind of depends on that. The way the system in America is set up, and those guys doing shit like that is fucked up. Like, we've both been stiffed on money before. It's not fun. It hurts. It's hard to recover from. So I wonder who this is in this crew truck. Because I thought he was picking up a trailer, but I guess he's not.
Unfortunately, the system is rigged. It is rigged. It doesn't matter. I mean, a lot of people would say, oh, if I made X amount, I'm like, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, because you're fucking your habits. And that's exactly what happened with me. I had poor man habits. I still have some that I'm still getting rid of. I have not perfect. And those poor man habits have kept me, living, I guess you could say, whatever, seem more like a paycheck to paycheck type deal, I make sure.
Yeah, they say your lifestyle doesn't change because you make more money. You just elevate your spending habits to keep you in the same spot. Is what they say. You're always going to live at the edge of your means, and that's an interesting concept, because I know, like, it probably annoys my wife a little bit. So we got paid some cash for some of the work that like I had done and that she had done, like side work, stuff like that. And she was like, yeah, so, I think we can just do this, this, and this. I was like, yeah, okay, let me see that. And I took it from her and I fucking put it in the spot. And she's like, wait. I was like, live off what's in the account. Like, not all this other stuff. It was like, you just put this over here aside. And then she had asked me about it this morning because there's a bill that I needed to pay. And she's like, have you paid it yet? I was like, no. It's like he's not too concerned about it. I told him like he told me to get with him in November when I tried to pay him in October. So apparently it's not that big a concern for him. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to that. Keep it as a little emergency bucket until I get a hold of him again, until we get together, and then I'll just keep on doing everything. And that money's there. It's like us having a pretty significant chunk of money in the safe is kind of important. Um, to actually have that. So we're trying to maintain that, and then use the stuff that I have coming in. I'll pay in with that stuff. Like that's fine. And like I'm trying to break that cycle of everything that comes in needs to go out, because I just don't understand. Like in January, I doubled household income, and still can't seem to get things into the bank to stay there. And I was like, where the fuck is it going? She's like, what are you talking about? I was like how? Like fucking how? And so now it's going up again. And I'm just like, all right, so I'm legit just gonna allocate it to where I take the portion of my raise and I'm just gonna put that in a separate account, and we're gonna live off of what I was already making. So that way it's just like nothing ever happened. Like we'll still live, keep the same lifestyle, and now there's not this enticement of like, oh, well, this is here. We should do this. Like, no, we should not. We should just leave the fuck alone. Um, so just, but it's a very intentional act, because I believe in tithing and and offerings, and whether that's giving it to the church or if that's helping out somebody that's less fortunate, times, talents, things like that. Like I feel like that's a part of the
That is
process.
part of it. That is part of it. Yes, you're giving your time, giving, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what like those. I think that's why it was so fulfilling to go talk to the kids at that private school, and actually talk to the teacher about that this week, because I had posted an episode, or I edited an episode, and I was like, "Hey, you remember this conversation? Like, what's the deal with this?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, no, I asked about it, but I never got an answer. So we got an answer. So now that's another thing that I have to work on to edit on the website, of course, is but giving those kids a spot to sell their shit. So fucking excited about that one. That one lights me up. So I'm really looking forward to that one.
That's cool.
Oh,
Um,
what's up?
no, dude, it's just here we are, mid-November, literally.
Mm-hmm.
In a blink of an eye, we'll be saying Happy New Year. I got a meeting today in West Palm Beach. They're asking all the contractors and all the subs to go out there and I don't know. I think they're just worried. It's going to be a busy season, dude. They're going to talk about Trump. I know they're going to talk about Trump. I know they're going to talk about Palm Beach. They're going to talk about next year. And I don't give a fuck.
No. Yeah. It's just that time of year. Uh,
Yesterday, Dolly and I were talking about it. It's like, what if we just skip Christmas this year?
mm,
He was like, "We can't do that." I said, why not? Let's just skip Christmas and we fuck it.
we're supposed to go to Colorado for Christmas. Um,
Here's the difference, though. Do you, you know, like an American Christmas. You guys celebrate Christmas on the 25th, and you fly in, hey, blah blah blah, have it is, and then you're gone a day later. Not these fucking spics, dude. These fucking Latinos, man. I swear to Christ. We celebrate from 9 days before Christmas. Listen to me. 9 days before the 25th is when they start. All right. December 7th, I believe, is like they start doing something, but 9 days before, and then they have parties, and then they have get-togethers, and then they have fucking food banquets, and then they pray, and then yeah, and the next thing you know, on the 24th, I got like 50, 60 people in my house.
Nah, bro. No, ain't with that. Ain't with that one at all. No, that's just. Well, I say I'm not with that, but if I had unlimited time and money, then I probably would be with that. If I had things going on in a different way, I would. But that whole celebration, like, all right, 14 days, like I would still have to work every morning, or I would lose my shit. And but I would still like let's go to freaking Bali. Like I don't care about the whole commercialized Christmas thing.
No,
And
neither do we. But we
that's
do it for the family, though. It's the family.
yeah. Because my wife is like huge lover of Christmas, and I just I don't get it. And she's like, it's the celebration of the birth of Christ. I was like, he wasn't even born then. I was like, that's the thing that you guys don't.
No, he's not.
Yeah, like he what that's it's it's a marketing ploy, like is what it is. That's all it is. And like people might get mad about it, but
It's the truth.
the quoted thing that everybody likes to say is you need to do your research. Yeah, go look that shit up, bitch. Um, because it really like it's marketing. And I'm pretty sure Saint Nick is not even like that's
He's not. He was built. He was made by the fucking Coca. Good old Santa Claus was made by Coca Cola.
I'm pretty sure there's a pagan deity that is focused on Saint Nicholas
That
or some
is
shit like that,
correct.
if I
That
remember
is
correctly.
correct. That is correct.
And so
Yes.
they're like, like the whole Santa Claus, I'm just done with it. Like I'm so, and everybody looks at me like I'm this asshole. Like you're the Grinch. I'll be that. That's fine. Like whatever. Like I'm the Grinch. Paint me fucking green. Fucking bah humbug, scrooge me, whatever. Like it doesn't change the fact that no, I still believe in Jesus Christ, and that's like that doesn't change. But I just don't. I'm not buying into the crap that everybody's spewing. Like the guys that we're working with right now. Is that a freaking cop? Oh no, that's the guy that got fired that they hired again. All right.
Guy who got
Uh,
fired got rehired.
yeah. He
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 must be
had
good. He
uh
must be good at what he does.
he's clean and sober now is what it is. So
He
yeah,
must be good at what he does.
yeah. I don't know. I know he shows up every day. He works hard. The foreman that the crew he was on had some bad habits, and it activated one of his bad habits, and they both got fired on the same day. So, well, environment's important, but yeah, yeah. So there's I forgot what I was saying now. Whole train of thought. You see a freaking a Dodge roll up behind you, the very distinct headlights of a law enforcement on private
Yeah, yeah,
property.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Just
Especially
like,
at nighttime too.
yeah, I mean it's 5 a.m. Well, no, it's almost 6 now. Shit.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah,
6.
yeah, I would have had to like cut our conversation super short to be here on time, so I elected to do something a little different.
No, this is great. I'm glad we were able to do this.
Yeah, me
I
too. Me
got,
too.
got a lot of thinking to do. was soul searching. I got a talking to do with today with Dolly. I want to figure out what the hell my meeting's going to be like.
Yeah.
Figure out what the fuck I'm going to do. I made some phone calls yesterday. Try to make some connections. Just trying to figure out. Because even if I can start it, I don't have to finish it. I'm talking about the school, radiating school. I can stay. I mean, might as well take full advantage while I'm here. You know, I mean, of course, why not? Don't
Well,
want it to.
you
I'm not looking
can,
to change jobs.
when I'm looking at this freaking program that I'm doing online for this certification, it was like it's nothing but a fucking database that people are clicking through.
Yeah,
And
this is a live class, though.
well, I get that, but there's an aspect that you can build from those live classes into a database where people can pay to actually use that online course.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. We have this already. Yes,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. No, the FAA will not certify anybody uh,
Mm,
unless it is taught physically.
check.
You see what I'm saying? So,
Mm,
it, being that in a live classroom setting, whether it be digital or not, it's still a live classroom setting, which is fucking stupid because I can go in there, leave, go to the bathroom, take a half an hour shit, come back, and still be in class.
right.
While I'm in a live classroom setting in a class, I'll go out to take a shit half an hour for an hour, whatever it is, and come back. I'm not in class. The professor's like, get the fuck out. You didn't learn anything. You know? So it's different. I don't know. I see things differently.
No.
I like what I used to do, what I had before was I can pre-record all these videos, every single one of them. Well, actually, I want to record every single one of them and place them on a paid, very low platformic fee, very low. If I can do it that way, right? Uh,
We call it the cram course.
if I could do it that way and charge a monthly fee for that service,
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, if you want to, I'm going to put them all here. Sign up now for one payment of fucking, I don't know, $2,000 and then $39.95 a month. That's it. $50 a month. And you can have access to all my courses. Right? Why not? I just
Yeah.
have to contact this
Yeah.
company. Now, I mean, I have a lot of different ideas that I can, a lot of ideas about this school and things that I could do. And I already know that if I get the financing in place, I will be able to fucking score. I could give the course away and still make a shitload of money.
Right.
Um, if I can get the financing in place, if yesterday what I ended up doing was like I'm trying to organize a drip funnel of advertising aviator school, having now access to any one of these classes. And then from there, like saying, hey, sign up now. Class is only 70, sign up, whatever, 72.50, 72.49, one time payment. And
Mm.
then you go, who the fuck's got 7-8 grand? Right? Forget about it. I was like, listen,
No.
reserve your spot now for $300. I don't know. I'm just putting it. Reserve your spot now for 200, 250, 300. It's got to be something decent. Can't be fucking like $50. You got to reserve your seat online right now for $300. Okay. That way, because the school is, it's not pre-recorded, it's live. So it has to be, we have to set dates. So this school is going to begin in next week or next month or whatever the fuck it is. Right. So now you have time to go ahead and make your final payments. You know, you will set an agreement. Well, if during that time and the person would be like, okay, here's my seat. And then now they can enter the whole financing part. And if you don't get financing, they can get the $200 back. And if they do get the financing, guess what? They have the course and I win. You see, it's not about the $200. It's about the commitment to be able to go to this fucking class,
Right.
to go through. You know, I don't give a shit about the 200. You know, but if they don't proceed and they don't, oh, I can't make it this class. Can I have my money back? No, we're going to have another class next week, whatever it is. You know what I mean? That's different. You know, just if you didn't qualify for financing, you don't have the money, then I'll give you the money back. Yeah, that's the only fucking reason. You know, but if you did qualify for financing, guess what, dude? You're gonna postpone and you're gonna just continue on. And that applies to everything, including the businesses. Can you imagine what a quarter basis point for $1,000 fucking sale is? Dude, it's fucking insane. It's $2,500. Why not? It's free money. Quarter basis. What's that?
No, you just hear the dinging of everything firing up.
Oh,
You just start
all
letting
right,
everything
dude. I guess
build.
you gotta run.
I'm letting everything build up air pressure right now while we're talking. Got a couple more minutes.
All right, put that mic closer to you because I can't hear you.
It's because I'm walking back to the. You got the ambient noise of the big ass truck is what you hear. So,
But anyway, that's pretty much what I was saying. You know, this school idea, I need to figure out. I would have already established a company. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done any of that shit. Because right now, aviator school is one of my DBAs for aviator enterprises. So,
okay.
but I haven't set it up separately. And if I'm setting it up separately, so now I do have a 50-50 partner. Do I want a 50-50 partner? No. Do I want? I'd rather have a 90-10 partner. You can have 90 and I'll keep my 10. But, you know, I'd rather do that than a 50-50 because there is no true 50-50, you know? But I know this guy, I know him, and I know he's got skin in the game, so I don't have an issue with that. We're using his location and everything. So he definitely's got fucking, you know, he doesn't want to work either. He's been hired and he's looking, you know, other avenues. I just hope. Yeah, you know what? I shouldn't. I'm okay with him. But if I do it that way, then fuck me. I'm just tired of being. Oh, see, that's what I'm scared of. I'm always tired of being the fucking guy left alone, holding the fucking bag of tools. I'm the only asshole that knows how to use them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And, you know, contracts are important. But the other thing is, you know, when you're picking business partners, what I've been realizing is that I used to pick business partners because, you know, I liked them. Now I pick them because they have to have a skill set that I lack. Yes. But now, like that was the last one. He had a skill set that I lack, but now they have to have the skill set that I lack, and they have to have a drive that's comparable to mine. And if they don't have that drive, then I will not partner with them anymore because I'm sick and fucking tired of doing all of the work and everything. So I get it. Oh, we have to continue this one. This is a good one. I am going to go ahead and move my shit into this big ass truck and fucking hit the road. Yay!
All right, brother.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you a little later.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.